The benefits of the indoor rowing machine are undisputed. No other gym equipment gives you that calorie-scorching, full-body workout that the indoor rowing machine can give you. You'll be building lean muscle and kick-starting that metabolic system from that first stroke. But often people shy away from the rowing machine because they're not sure how to use it, not sure how to set it up. To help you, Grow Fitness and Water Rower have teamed up and enlisted Will Satch, Olympic rower and world rowing champion, to show you exactly how it's done. We're now joined by Will. The only setup you have to do with the water rower is adjust the height for your foot. You want the strap around the widest part of your foot, roughly the ball of the foot. So if you look at your shoes, about the end of the laces on most trainers. You don't need the straps too tight, you need them nice, secure and comfortable. You don't need to change the resistance is just water. So the harder you pull, the greater the resistance. Although rowing is a continuous action, we're going to break it down into 4 parts. So the easiest one to start with is the finish. So if Will takes hold of the handle and goes back into the finished position, you'll see that he's got nice straight legs, a good posture, and the handle is just about breastbone height. The next position is the recovery. It's going to be nice and slow and a relaxed movement back to the front of the machine, which is called the catch. The catch, we're in a relaxed position, arms out front, reaching nice and long, keeping that chest pushed forwards. The hard part of the stroke is the drive. This is where pressure is applied and dictates how fast you're going. As Will starts to row, you'll notice there's a distinct order. Most people, when they start to row, get it slightly wrong by thinking that the arms, the core, and the legs all move at the same time, where in fact, there's a particular order, and we'll show you what that is. From the finished position, the order is simple. Arms, core, legs. And then once you get to the catch, it's simply reversed. Legs, core, arms. To put it simply, a great way of learning this is to pause after each movement, as Will is about to demonstrate. Arms, core, legs. Legs, core, arms. Once the sequence is down, take those pauses out so it becomes a nice, smooth motion in the rowing. Often, people make little mistakes when they first start out, such as this one, where the knees are coming up too fast and the arms and the core aren't rocking over. So he's having to go over those knees. It's an inefficient movement and there's a lot of pressure on the lower back. So try and stick to the arms, core, legs, legs, core, arms, as Will is beautifully demonstrating here. In this second example of what people often do wrong is where they open up too soon. They're not generating enough power from the legs, so they're pulling back using their upper body and their core too early before their legs are fully extended, as Will is about to demonstrate. It takes some of the power away, so you're not generating as much power as you could. It's also just an inefficient stroke. Once you feel confident with the order, the next thing to focus on is power. Of all the work in the stroke, 60% of the power is going to come from the legs. So Will's going to come up to the catch and then drive away just using his legs to get 60% of the power. Next up we have the core, which makes up 20%. So Will's going to do the legs, then the core. And lastly, he's going to put it all together. So we'll have the legs doing 60%, core doing 20%, and then the arms, last of all, doing the last 20%. A common mistake made by new rowers is to generate too much power from the arms, as Will's about to demonstrate. It's not efficient in the power output. We want to use our big muscles, our legs, providing 60%, as we said before. To recap the power distribution, you want 60% legs, 20% core, and 20% arms. The third and final element we're going to look at in this tutorial is timing. A well-executed rowing stroke will be long and powerful. To do this effectively, it's important not to rush. You want a 2-to-1 ratio. For every second on the drive, take 2 seconds for the recovery. To show you this timing, Will's about to demonstrate. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. By taking time on the recovery, you can be sure to get the power in each stroke. If you rush too much and you're going 1-to-1, 1 second on the drive, 1 second on the recovery, you're not going to get the same amount of power and efficiency from each stroke. Here Will shows us what a rowing with a 1-to-1 ratio looks like. However fast you're trying to row, it's important to maintain that 2-to-1 ratio within the stroke. Remember, that's 1 second on the drive and 2 seconds on the recovery. This will ensure that you're able to row powerful strokes in the right order, even at the end of a tiring workout. To recap, we've looked at 3 technical points to get the most out of your rowing workout. 1. The order in which the rowing stroke should be executed. Arms, core, legs, legs, core, arms. 2. The way in which you should apply the power. 60% in the legs, 20% in the core, and 20% in the arms. And 3. The timing. 1 second on the drive and 2 seconds on the recovery. By focusing on these 3 things, there's nothing stopping you from getting the most out of your indoor rowing workouts.